Hey everyone! Welcome to this full-length, beginner-friendly SEO tutorial where I'm going to break down everything you need to know to rank your website, blog, YouTube channel, or online store on Google. Whether you're starting from scratch or trying to improve your current website, this video is designed to help you understand SEO from the ground up. No technical background needed, no expensive tools required, just clear, actionable advice that actually works. So, let's begin with the basics. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. At its core, SEO is the art and science of getting pages to rank higher in search engines like Google. The higher your page ranks in the search results, the more traffic you're likely to get. In fact, studies show that the first result on Google gets more than 30% of all clicks. That means if your page isn't on the first page, it might as well not exist. But how does Google decide which page should rank at the top? That brings us to the three pillars of SEO: on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. On-page SEO. This is everything you can control on your website. It starts with keywords. Keywords are the words and phrases people type into Google. For example, if you run a bakery, some keywords might be best cupcakes near me or gluten-free cakes. When you write a blog post or create a product page, you need to include these keywords naturally. Use them in the page title, in the headings, and throughout the content. But don't overdo it. Keyword stuffing can hurt your rankings. Google is smart enough to know when you're trying to game the system. Next, let's talk about meta tags. The title tag and meta description are the snippets that appear in search results. Your title should be catchy and include your main keyword. Your meta description should summarize the page and entice people to click. Headers also matter. Use H1 for your main title, and H2, H3, and so on for subheadings. This not only helps with SEO, but makes your content easier to read. Internal linking is another powerful technique. Link to other related pages on your website. This helps search engines discover new content and keeps users engaged. Also, don't forget about images. Use descriptive file names and alt text for each image. This helps with image search rankings and makes your site more accessible. Finally, make sure your content is useful. Google's goal is to serve the most helpful content to users. So answer questions, solve problems, and provide value. The more useful your content, the more likely people are to share it and link to it. Off-page SEO. Off-page SEO is about what happens outside your website. The most important factor here is backlinks. A backlink is a link from another site to yours. Think of it like a vote of confidence. The more high-quality backlinks you have, the more trustworthy your site appears to Google. So how do you get backlinks? Start by creating amazing content that people want to share. You can also reach out to other bloggers and ask them to link to your content. Guest posting is another strategy. You write an article for another site and include a link back to yours. Social media also plays a role. While social signals aren't a direct ranking factor, sharing your content on platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook can increase visibility and drive traffic. Another tip is to get listed in online directories. Sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and niche directories can provide valuable backlinks and increase your local SEO. Technical SEO. This is where things get a bit more technical, but don't worry. You don't need to be a developer to get this right. First, your website needs to be mobile-friendly. Most searches now happen on mobile devices, and Google gives preference to mobile-optimized sites. Next, site speed is crucial. If your site takes too long to load, people will leave, and Google will notice. Use tools like Google PageSpeed Insights or GTmetrix to see how fast your site is and where you can improve. Secure your site with HTTPS. This not only protects your visitors, but also boosts your rankings. If your site still uses HTTP, talk to your hosting provider about adding an SSL certificate. Use clean, readable URLs. Instead of www.yoursite.com/page, IDT123, use do.yoursite.com/SEO basics. This makes it easier for both users and search engines to understand your content. Make sure your site is crawlable. Use an XML sitemap and submit it to Google Search Console. Also, check your robots.txt file to make sure you're not blocking important pages. Content strategy. Now let's talk about the heart of SEO. Content. Content is what people come to your site for. Whether it's blog posts, videos, infographics, or product descriptions, your content needs to be valuable and engaging. Focus on solving problems. What questions does your audience have? Use tools like Answer the Public, Google Trends, and even the People Also Ask section in Google to find out. Write in a clear conversational tone. Use short sentences, bullet points, and visuals to make your content easy to digest. Include calls to action to guide users on what to do next. Update your content regularly. Outdated information can hurt your rankings. Set a schedule to review and refresh your top-performing posts every few months. Measuring success. You can't improve what you don't measure. Use Google Analytics to track your traffic, bounce rate, and conversions. Google Search Console shows you which keywords are bringing in traffic and if there are any issues with your site. Pay attention to user behavior. Are people staying on your site or leaving right away? Are they clicking through to other pages? These signals tell Google how useful your content is. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't chase only high-volume keywords. They're often too competitive. Instead, target long-tail keywords that are easier to rank for and attract more qualified traffic. Avoid duplicate content. Each page on your site should offer unique value. Copying and pasting content from other sites can lead to penalties. Don't ignore local SEO. If you run a local business, claim your Google Business Profile, get listed in local directories, and encourage happy customers to leave reviews. And finally, be patient. SEO is a long-term game. You won't see results overnight, but if you stay consistent and focus on providing value, the traffic will come. Final thoughts. SEO can feel overwhelming at first, but it really comes down to understanding your audience, creating helpful content, and making your site easy for both users and search engines to navigate. It's not about tricking Google, it's about helping Google help you. So, whether you're a blogger, entrepreneur, marketer, or just curious about SEO, I hope this guide gave you a solid foundation. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to learn SEO. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.